Anyway, hello everyone. Good morning. Good morning, or wherever you are, but it is morning here. So, we're gonna take a couple minutes and just give people a little space to arrive. My name is Raina. Welcome to class. And you don't need to copy my setup for today's practice. This is just kind of how I like to practice in the morning. And so my only, I guess, offer invitation would be to make sure that you have ample support around you, because you just don't know what you're going to need, especially in the morning. And so just giving yourself a little extra cushion can always be helpful, even just a pillow or something like that. But yeah, that's really it. A couple blocks if you like to use them, and we'll get started in just a moment. Set your vibe up. It's raining here, which is always a good moment for some incense and some tea. So take that little time, get your vibe going, and we're gonna start just in a seat on our bottoms, on our mats, and facing the long direction of your mat. So like I am, or just making sure you have enough space for your legs to kind of go wide pretty early on in class. So thank you for being here. I'm excited to do a little morning practice with you. Okay. And lastly, if you see me get up or down in the first few minutes of class, it's just me letting people in. So don't stress, listen to my voice, and let's just get started. So find a comfortable seat. Just take a moment, wiggle around. Take that time to really arrive. And maybe you've been up for a couple hours, or maybe you've been up for half an hour or less. Wherever you are, just kind of scanning your energy. First, that physical energy, just seeing how your body feels, rolling your wrists, your feet, your head. And then tapping into that internal energy, your breath, the sound it's making, the way your chest feels right now. Now, once you feel ready to find just a little bit more stillness, you can allow your eyes to close or just your gaze to soften. And finding some cleansing breath here. So just taking those inhales through your nose and pushing the exhales out of your mouth. And if you feel yourself start to kind of curl forward in your seat, see if you can give your heart just a little bit more lift. No need to arch your back or stick your chest way out, but just a lift upward. And with your next exhale, try just to clear your body out as much as you can. Draw a nice big breath in through your nose. And take an easy sigh, exhale. Good. Again, breathing in through your nose. And a big open sigh, exhale. Take 3 more like that. So in through your nose. Big sigh. Inhale. And exhale. Last one like this. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And this time as you inhale, draw one hand to your belly, one hand to your chest to touch or to hover. Settle in, exhale. And taking a moment to start this practice, maybe start your day just from a place of gratitude, thanking yourself for making time, thanking everything, everyone that allows you to be here. It's conspired for you to just arrive to this moment. Starting from a place of connection with yourself, first and foremost, kind of forging this bond right here, feeling your breath and your heart. And maybe picking an intention, a word, a focus for today's practice, something you're looking to really cultivate and bring into today. And as you hold on to that and you bring that into your practice, we'll kind of find ways that it expresses itself, whatever that may be: grace, compassion, ease, effort, love. All of these things can really be expressed physically, especially with a yoga asana practice. And just slowly begin to blink your eyes open or refocus your gaze, taking your space back in. And then let your hands drop behind your body, lean back and open your feet wide, coming into a bear stance, heels on the earth, toes just really gently pull toward your body. Take a nice big breath in and puff up your chest a little bit. And as you exhale, drop your legs towards the right. Good, inhale, center. And exhale, drop your legs left. And just continue to move through this windshield wiper motion back and forth, finding a pace that feels really good for you. Connecting that space to your breath. And so inhaling through center and exhaling as you drop your legs. And doing your best to kind of keep your chest center, but if it moves around, that's totally fine. I'm taking this for about 5 more rounds of my breath. For 3, 2, and 1. Next time your legs are to the right, drop them completely. Swing your left arm around so it comes outside of your right foot. And so we're in a little deer pose here. Take a moment and adjust. See how close your feet need to be to your body to make this comfortable for you. See how close your left knee and your right foot need to be to make this comfortable. And then when you find that space, turn your chest towards your right knee and start to walk your hands forward. You can bring your hands to blocks that may be a little bit more available. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, keep your hands pressed into whatever firm surface you found. And with an inhale, press your arms straight, lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Good, inhale, lift your heart, arms straight. Exhale, fold. Just 3 more here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. For 2, lift up. Fold forward. Last one, lift up. And fold forward. Good, come back up. Place your right hand either onto the earth or maybe just a slightly lower setting of your block today so that you can really press your right arm in. Left arm reaches out in front of you and then just circles overhead. Bend your elbow at the back so you're pulling your left elbow towards your left hip. Good, take a big breath in. Exhale, circle your left arm back overhead and tap your fingers at the top of your mat. Good. Inhale, circle left arm overhead, pull your elbows towards your hip. Exhale, circle your arm back, tap your fingers. 1 more. Inhale, arm overhead. And exhale, circle it back, tap your fingers. Good. Reach your left arm back, bring it behind you once again. Legs come to the center. Take a moment, maybe readjust your space on the mat. And if you used your blocks on one side, you may want them on the other. So you can just switch your blocks real quick. And then take a moment here and a few windshield wipers, find that pace, just moving side to side. So we can kind of restart where, or kind of neutralize, pardon me, and start where we were. So finding those windshield wipers, finding that even, kind of easy pace for you. Good. And next time your legs are to the left, let them drop completely. Swing your right arm around so it comes outside of your left foot, and take that moment. Adjust your feet, adjust your legs, make this posture comfortable. Maybe bringing your feet closer to your body or your right knee closer to your left foot. And then when you find that space, start to walk your fingers forward, finding a fold, chest moving over your left leg. You can use your blocks here. We'll take just 3 breaths in this fold before we start to oscillate. Good. And with your next inhale, start to press your arms straight, lift your heart up. Exhale, fold. And we'll take 4 more. So in to lift, out to fold. Good. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. Last one, lift up and lower down. Good. Lift up. Left hand presses in just to a little lower setting of your block or to the floor. Right hand reaches out in front of you. Really slow the first time. Start to circle your right arm overhead. Really reach through your fingertips. Coming into a little twist here. When you reach the back of that twist, right elbow bends towards your right hip. Take an inhale. Exhale, circle your right arm back overhead and tap your fingertips to the top of the mat. Good. Inhale, right arm overhead. Pull your elbow towards your hip. Exhale, circle back. Last one. Inhale, right arm overhead. Exhale, circle back. Good. Lift your right arm, bring it behind you. Legs come back to center. Maybe readjust so you're feeling like you're in the middle of the mat. And then take a moment. You'll swing your feet around. You can choose whatever you want to be the top of the mat as the top of the mat. And so if your blocks are where you like them, keep them there or switch the sides. Swing your feet around and come into tabletop. You're more than welcome to have a blanket or blankets under your knees for this practice, for really any practice, but particularly this right here. So hands a little wider than shoulder distance, knees a little wider than hips distance. And with an inhale, drop your belly towards the earth, lift your tailbone, pull your chest through your biceps, gaze lifts for cow pose. Exhale, round your tailbone towards your belly button, curl your upper back, tuck your chin towards your chest for cat. Good, continue here, inhaling with the belly low for cow. And exhaling, spine rounds, hollow the belly for cat. And so just taking a few rounds on your own. And adding in anything that may feel good. So I really like hip circles and shoulder circles, especially in the morning. You might get some really satisfying cracks. Taking about 5 more breaths in whatever kind of version of cat-cow tabletop you're taking. Okay, last round of breath here. Beautiful. Coming back to neutral for a moment. Take a moment to really grip the earth with your hands. A little lift of your belly towards your back body. And with an inhale, once again, find cow pose, but stay here. Exhale, start to reach your booty back towards your heels. Good. Inhale, keep your cow pose, but pull your spine back to neutral. Exhale, booty drops towards heels. Good. One more. Inhale, move to neutral. Exhale, booty drops towards heels. Good. Come back to your cow pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, round your spine, find cat pose. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, press yourself back. Booty moves towards heels. Two more. Inhale, come to the center. Exhale, hips back. Last one. Inhale, come towards the center. Exhale, hips back. Good. Inhale, come to the center. Stay in your cat pose. Walk your hands forward just a little bit, and then think of yourself kind of uncurling. So starting to press your hips forward towards the mat. Upper back stays rounded, chin stays tucked towards chest. Maybe feet move wide. So hips lower, belly lowers. Start to pull your heart through your arms, and then lift your gaze. Hold for just a moment at the top, and then start to press your hips off the earth, sending them back towards your heels. Good. So start to move forward once again. Come into cat pose. Lower your hips, lower your belly. Pull your chest through your arms, extend through the crown of your head. Take an inhale this time. Exhale, press your hips up, send them towards your heels. Good, one more. Inhale, round through center into cat pose. Exhale as you lower your hips, pull your chest through your arms. Inhale. Exhale, hips move back towards your heels. Good, pull yourself into tabletop in the center. Move your knees in just a little bit if they kind of went out to the sides. And then walk your hands towards the left side of your mat. Swing your right foot around, stepping it up. So your right foot comes outside of your right hand. Grab your blocks or press your fingertips into the earth. With an inhale, lift your heart just a little bit. Exhale, start to straighten into your right leg. Send your hips back towards your heels. Good. Inhale, move forward. Find your low lunge. Exhale, straighten your leg and move your hips back. And so just continue to pulse back and forth here. Finding that pace that feels good for you this morning. It can be fast or slow, but allow your breath to modulate and move with it. Good. Next time your right knee is bent, stay there. If you're on a block, flip it to a lower setting. Press your left hand down. Right arm extends towards the sky. A twist here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand comes down. Slide your right knee back under your body. And then walk your hands towards the right side of your mat. Slide your left foot up outside of your left hand. Whew, very stiff today. Fall into that lunge. Let your hips move forward, pressing your hands into your blocks or fingertips to your earth, our earth. Lift your heart up. So find a nice long spine here. Take an inhale. Exhale, send your hips back, straighten into your left leg. Inhale, move to your lunge. Exhale, hips back. And so just keep moving at a pace that works for you. Back and forth, and allowing your breath to really guide your movement. Taking a few more rounds here. Next time your left knee is bent, stay there. Flip the block under your right hand to a lower setting. Press your right hand down and extend your left arm towards the sky. Big open twist here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes down. Slide your left knee back under your body. Hands can either stay on your blocks or come to the earth. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Option to take a downward facing dog or come right into a forward fold. We'll all be meeting in a forward fold at the top of the mat in about 5 rounds of breath. So either take your time to get to your fold, linger in your fold longer, or hit a down dog or anything else you might like. Meeting in our forward fold in 3 rounds of breath. Good. So coming into your forward fold, allowing your knees to bend and feet to go as wide as is necessary for your body, your belly and chest to comfortably move kind of into and past your legs in theory. Bending your knees deeply. If you'd like to grab your elbows with your hands and gently sway your upper body side to side for a ragdoll. We'll take 5 more rounds of breath in our forward fold. Okay, coming back to center. Hands can come to your blocks. And with an inhale, find a gentle halfway lift. Look out ahead of you. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Hands slide onto your legs. Just start to walk your hands up your body, maybe pausing at your hips. And just continuing to very slowly make your way towards standing. And readjusting anything that needs readjustment when you get there. Maybe taking a sip of a drink, adjusting your clothes. Once you come to standing, feet about hips distance, maybe a little wider. Palms face forward. And take a little moment, lift all 10 toes off the earth. Just feel how your feet kind of turn on when you do that. The arches lift. You can kind of feel the line across your shins light up. And so keeping just a little bit of that engagement, lower your toes to the earth. Shimmy your hips a little from side to side, a little forward back. And see if you can find kind of a neutral pelvis here, feeling like your hips are stacked under your shoulders. Gentle lift of your lower belly up and then your belly button in. Wiggle your shoulders away from your ears and then your head a little closer to the sky. Tadasana. And with an inhale, reach your arms out nice and wide, really big, and bring them overhead. And as you exhale, pull your elbows towards your hips. Gently press your hips forward, casting your arms wide. Good. Inhale, arms circle overhead, hips come back to neutral. Exhale, cactus your arms wide. Gently press your hips forward. 3 more. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms wide, little back bend we find here for 2. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms wide. Last one. Inhale, reach long. And exhale, cactus your arms wide. Good. Inhale, arms overhead. Keep them there. Link your thumbs together and flip your palms forward. This is happening over your head. And then as you settle in here, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Take an inhale. Exhale, side bend to the right. Really anchor your left heel towards the earth. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, side bend left. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. One more round each side. Inhale, center. Side bend to the right. Inhale, center. And side bend left. Good. Inhale, center. And exhale, release your arms down by your side. Give your shoulders a little shrug for a few shrugs here. Good. And then gently start to swing your arms just around your body. You can let your feet pivot in, or if it would be more comfortable to step a little bit wider, you can do that. But really just playing with the distance to see what feels supportive and safe, particularly for your lower back. And then very slowly, just start to bring your arms up. And if you don't have the space, you can bend your elbows and kind of washing machine it a little bit more. But arms eventually coming up around your chest. Feeling the wind that you're creating. Feeling the space that you're occupying. Just taking that moment to be in it. This is mine. And then begin the journey with your arms back down, moving through the levels, across your rib cage, belly, till eventually they're swinging back around your sides for 3. Letting them begin to slow down and dissolve for 2. And 1. Eventually twists and swings, kind of fade away. You come to some stillness or something a little more still than you were. Just feeling that internal swirling. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. And we're going to take some hip circles. So if you're not wider on the mat and you'd like to be, come wider. You don't need to be. Just finding a distance that, again, feels good and safe for you. And start to circle your hips. Doesn't matter which direction. Doesn't matter the distance, because you can always shorten it, lengthen it, and we'll take time to go both ways. But as you find these circles, really try to hit kind of all edges of your circle. So really sticking your butt out, pressing your left hip to the left, right hip to the right, and both your hip points forward when you hit the top. Good. And then switch your direction. You only ever have time for one thing in the morning. I think this is it, in my opinion. Taking this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just letting those circles once again kind of fade away. Releasing your arms down, giving your hands a little shake. Good. Bring the back of your left hand to your lower back. Look something like this. And drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Just feel that stretch across the outside of your left shoulder, left side of your neck. Good. Head comes to center. Drop your left hand down and switch. Back of your right hand comes to your lower back. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Get that little stretch. Good. Head comes to center. Release your right hand down. Good. And then if you're not at the top of your mat, if you're long ways, just step to the top of your mat. Feet hips distance apart. With an inhale, circle your arms overhead. Once again, cactus your arms wide. Just 2 more. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms wide, a little wider. Good. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, cactus your arms wide. Good. This time, arms overhead. And as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees enough to plant your hands onto the floor or a lower setting of your blocks and step back into tabletop. Lower your knees down. Good, so knees stay hips distance, maybe a little bit wider. And you can start to walk your hands forward or even slide your blocks forward, coming into a nice long puppy pose here. So if you're on your blocks, sliding them forward, letting your chest move towards the earth, or if you're on your hands, walking your hands forward, keeping your booty high, chest moves towards the earth. Now you don't have to have your chest touch the earth. I just have incredibly hypermobile shoulders and I can't help it. And so you can use your blocks, lowering down here. You can find some support under your chest. Just trying to find a nice swoopy back here for 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, walking yourself in. And we'll make our way into a seat or position for meditation. So you can meditate however you'd like. Since this is a morning class and it's shorter, meditation is kind of replacing the Shavasana portion. Basically, we just won't be lying down. But if you'd like to, go for it. If you have something to lean on, your couch, a wall, it's very much welcome. But just know you can always change your shape. You're not stuck in this position. So find something that works for right now. Allow your hands to just rest on your thighs, in your lap. And then let your eyes close or soften your gaze. And using some big breath to really settle in here. Using your inhales to kind of push space between your thoughts, really kind of push them apart. And your exhales allow you to find a little bit of ease. And so returning, if you haven't, at any point to that intention, that anchor, that focus, if you'd like. And if not, choosing to focus on your breath here. Focusing on your in and your out. And so we'll take a little time just to be quiet. I will be quiet. So allow your thoughts to settle. Let's spend a little time together. If your mind has wandered, just gently reel it back in. And very slowly, just beginning to count your breaths backwards from 10. You can keep your eyes closed just for another moment. Start to release your hands behind your body if you're seated in a crisscross applesauce shape. And extend your legs out. You can windshield wiper them side to side or just extend them long, slowly, rolling your toes, your ankles, your feet around. Just taking a moment here to shift your shape, to stretch things out. And if you are not in one of those shapes, we'll all meet in a cross-leg shape, Sukhasana, in 5 rounds of breath. Just a closed class or any other seat that feels really supportive to you right now. Eyes staying closed or closing once you arrive back to Sukhasana, easy pose. And with your next inhale, circle your arms out, reach them overhead. And then just as before, exhale, cactus your arms wide, pull your elbows towards your hips. Just 2 more here. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms wide. Last one, inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms wide. This time, as you inhale, gather your hands into heart center, pressing your palms together and onto the mudra. Thumbs gently press into the sternum. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath move through your body. And closing this practice, once again, with gratitude, take a moment, thank yourself for making time this morning to move your body, to connect with your breath, and to spend some time being quiet and trying to find some stillness in both your breath, your body, and your mind. A moment to thank your body for being wonderful. I encourage you, as always, to find as many moments as you can to be in awe of yourself. With a small bow of my head, maybe to a small bow of your head, I thank you. Thank you for being here, for sharing some time with me, with each other. Such a gift to be your teacher, such a lovely way to spend my morning. So thank you. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and I will see you next time. So drink some water and take care. Bye, everyone.